Welcome and thank you for joining us for our first season of Cinescapes, a cinematic tour across Scotland. Our first stop is Fife, a region steeped in both history and charm. Who could forget the opening scene of Chariots of Fire, filmed in the West Ends of St Andrews? You can also catch Fife as the location of many scenes in the popular series Outlander. But Fife is not only a stunning location to film in, it also has a thriving, talented local filmmaking scene.
Hi, I'm Gavin Hugh. I'm a filmmaker based in Fife and I run a video production business called MidgieBite Media, and welcome to Fife. Fife's an incredible place for making films. We've got some really incredible stuff happening here and some really talented artists and creators. We've got filmmakers making documentaries, we've got filmmakers making horror films and action films, even comedies. It really is all happening here.
There's so many amazing creative people and filmmakers coming out of Fife right now. I definitely place everything that I'm working towards in my career from starting right here in this park.
So this is the Creosote skate park, pretty much where our whole filmmaking journey started. Yeah, I wouldn't have known it, but this was honestly like my wildlife training ground, the rare skate park species.
Fife is a beautiful region. It's one of the most diverse in Scotland in terms of its landscape. You can point the camera in almost any direction and there's something worth filming. We've got a stunning coastline, we've got beautiful forest walks, incredible architectural heritage, and all this history that you can walk through.
Fife is a wonderful place to make films for two reasons. One is we have talent. There's a lot of talent in Fife, and we have a variety of locations. We can be used for a lot of shots and films. So yeah, Fife's the place.
Fife's a great place to make movies, and that's why Glass Bullet Pictures makes movies here. We're based in Fife, and we make extensive use of locations all over this wonderful kingdom. So, we don't look upon Fife as a place where filmmakers come to access locations. We see filmmaking in Fife by Fife filmmakers as fundamental to the growth of this industry.
There's a real enthusiasm and energy in the filmmaking scene in Fife that, I think it's just growing and growing. I think what's really exciting is the amount of new talent that's actually emerging in Fife. As you come to Fife, you'll be amazed at what we're doing here.
Tonight, we're going to shine a spotlight on an incredible Scottish documentary made entirely of archive footage, found mostly within the collections of the National Library of Scotland's Moving Image Archive. Made in 2014 as part of a cultural festival accompanying the Commonwealth Games, From Scotland with Love is a heartfelt love letter to Scotland of years past. But instead of using traditional interviews, as is common with most documentaries, the soundscape of this film relies entirely on lyrics and musical compositions created by Fife-based composer Kenny Anderson, more famously known as King Creosote. Director Virginia Heath remembers when the production team traveled to Fife to pitch the idea to Anderson for the first time in the cafe of the Scottish Fisheries Museum in the coastal town of Anstruther.
I remember we drove up with the wonderful sound designer and music supervisor on the film, and we met Kenny in a cafe in Anstruther and put the proposal to Kenny, and he was like, really interested in it, but sort of took a moment to reflect because it's a big thing to take on, and to my great joy he agreed to do it. So it was a really kind of stage by stage process where the music and the image kept affecting the way the other developed, and I think it was really organic, which is it was one of the best times of my life in that studio. I didn't want to leave and I really hope that people in Fife enjoy it, because it definitely musically had its origins in Fife, that's for sure. And we had a wonderful screening in the Anstruther Town Hall where we showed the film, and to an absolutely packed town hall there, and to a fantastic response. So yeah, it was really nice to take it back to certainly its musical origins. It was great.